AMD's earnings was utterly disappointing in my point of view, but Microsoft has done really well. I'm super impressed. So catch me, buy trigger now. Welcome back to Family Investment. Yes, AMD, Microsoft, I'm going to speak all about them. But most importantly is what opportunity presents us. That's why I've got this buy trigger series that I'm talking about today. So AMD, I find it disappointing. I'm a huge follower of AMD. I hold AMD as a disclaimer and I'm disappointed. Why? Decline of gaming and embedded are even more serious. And to offset it, I was expecting a lot of offset for data center, but no, it's actually a negating effect. Two decline, one's gone up, now we've got negating effect. So AMD is a growth company to me. For growth, meaning I want to see progressive growth. With the decline in 2023, going 24, 25, 26, where's the growth? If data centers don't catch up to the decline of the gaming and embedded, we're not going to see any growth. That's my concern, okay? So the earnings never showcase enough data to give me a comfort saying, don't worry, Alex, we are working hard. I know the guys are working hard. I know Lisa Su and team are working hard, but we need numbers. But it's all down to the demand. So that is quite scary as an investor going, the other guys doing well out there, but AMD, you're just on the edge. Okay, I've said this on my Twitter this morning. AMD and Nvidia are two different companies now. Okay, Nvidia is a state on their own, state of the art on their own. AMD is playing the catch up, second place but very far away. So stop comparing both companies. I am going to stop. I don't think I've ever compared both companies apples to apples. They're two entirely different companies. But then, because I was moaning online, somebody came back. Eric Johnson, he came back and said, Alex, don't worry. In fact, on the current sell side, what they say is they're expecting a 17% growth net in revenue, meaning the data center and the decline in gaming should offset by 17% by end of the year as by per their calculation. So there's something that comforts, but again, as an engineer, I need data, not forecast. I need real data. I need something that's in writing to tell me, or else it doesn't mean a single thing, is it? Okay. So technical analysis, let's go. So technical analysis is going up. It's broken my trend line. It's broken my Fibonacci. It's currently sitting about 180 going to 165. Buy trigger level for me is on my trend line still. If it comes on trend line, I'll buy more. If not, I'm not going to buy. 150 is my first buy trigger. Comes safety, so we've got about risk or reward. Second buy trigger, close maybe depending on the macro situation, 132. That's my set target and it's on my website called buytrigger.io, exactly the same thing I'll be stating. And now I'm putting in valuation. My 2024 valuation with the forecast currently sits at 166. As you can scroll down with the EPS, and I reduced the EPS a bit because I don't think they're that optimistic to hit it. 166 is the zone. Anything goes above 166 and it's a bit overvalued unless the forecasts have changed. And in terms of diversification, great for everyone. Where does AMD sit on diversification? And check out my future diversification video. So AMD will sit at the high growth on the orange, okay? Meaning the risk level is high, not super high, but it's still a high growth. Because if anything goes wrong, they miss target things, they might fall hard. Again, I've said this before, they could go up 20% and they could come to 20% anytime. So there's a plus minus 20%. That's why I placed them on high growth, not mature, but at high growth still. Meaning it could go up, it could come down. Okay, now over to Microsoft. Have you ever wondered how I could do my stocks? I could do my YouTube videos and keep a day job and be a dad and everything. I use an app called Notion. I've chosen many different note writing apps, but Notion has been my go-to for the last few years. Especially last year and this year, the Notion has just dictated from my web page making and my organizing of my folders and also my daily task making at work. So Notion, it's free to use. I do my paid version so I can do a lot of sharing of web pages. As you can see, I've built my own note sharing from brainstorming devices to as much as my social media manager, and even for my dashboard for tasks that I need to do on a weekly basis. And Notion is truly, it's my day-to-day go-to now for Microsoft. I was blown away. I was impressed. I don't know why I wasn't anticipating such a great stable growth for Microsoft. I always said that Microsoft was around about the 9-10% growth, but now they stipulate they could go hit the 15% growth. Like, For a mature stock at 15% growth, this is incredible. So let's get to it. And I must say that the capturing of OpenAI and building a co-pilot and build on cybersecurity and also the Activision buyout was a great move. And one thing I would like to say is Apple needs to watch out, because now with you opening up that third-party apps can be installed on your Apple iOS, guess who will be penetrating? Microsoft. They're putting in gamings, they're going to put standalone, and they're going to put their own shop in there. So this might be a game changer for more AUM growth for Microsoft. So watch out, Apple. So this is a great chart. Microsoft product and service growth. I love this chart because it's got FY 22, 23, 24 all in one to see a sequence as an engineer. I love the data seeing increase and decreasing, all color plated. So the ones I am really impressed is the ones in red obviously declined, but then the Windows OEM bounced back up with Windows 11 because of Copilot after the integration of OpenAI's LLM model and swapped the name to Copilot independently to Microsoft. And also the Xbox console now going to cloud. I'm not selling more hardware, but more people are buying the membership to play online on consoles everywhere with the 5G network accessible in first world countries. I think the expectation of Microsoft for 24-25 might go higher. There's very inclining chance because of the product, because of the growth, and cybersecurity as well. Their products merged in the software is really causing a game changer for companies, enterprise, not to go outside, but all to stick within the Microsoft ecosystem. Let's go to the technical analysis. Okay, buy trigger the valuation. So on the technical analysis here, I pray for it to come down so I can buy. Okay, it's end of the day, it's all about opportunities, but also the risk reward. You don't go in high. If it falls, then it's your fault. It's best when you buy with the value where it's worth. So the buy trigger, my first is at the 382. The 382 because of the last peak. I think they need to fill the gap at some point. 382 might be an opportunity to buy in. And 337 is my Fibonacci line there, breaking double trend line. So 382, 337, that's on my buy trigger website.io. It's on buytrigger.io. You can check it out there. And also a valuation for the year. I think it's a 410 for 2024 for the EPS future forecast. 410 is the valuation, so it goes higher, then it's a bit too expensive. If it's under that zone, then it's still cheap. People like the discount. I like my discounts, okay? And then going forward, you can check out the website there as all the details of my calcs, but I'm there to populate it again. People ask me diversification. Okay, it's all about diversification. You can't have too much of everything, but you have to make sure you have a pyramid type diversification. For some Microsoft here, Microsoft now is no longer a mature. I think it stays on my index and staple. Owning Microsoft and owning an index or any staple type ETF fund, I think is similar. So I promote them to the green zone. So you can buy as much Microsoft because of the dividend and it's more defensive. And it seems that anyway, so any situation we go to, Microsoft will make money from anyone. So it's great. So this is my take on Microsoft. Alright, I hope you enjoyed that video, Microsoft AMD buy trigger. Remember, go to my website, buytrigger.io. It's completely free. It's my personal journal that I'm sharing with everyone so you can have access on my live database. And again, do check the website because things change depending on the breaking news. And also, please do sign up and subscribe to my YouTube channel. It helps me grow. Go to my Twitter for any live feed. And if you want to go more shorts, you can go to my TikTok channel. This for me, Family Investment. Thank you very much for your time. Take care.